My dear Thoth, Jean, Sean, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Ananta, my son. Girish, thank you for your articles. Hidayat, you are always helping me. Thanks a lot. So, yes, how did Atlantis sink? And what did Plato say? So, yes, backed by some wild speculation and some articles, I'm going to tell you that Atlantis is nothing but Tripura. Now, what is this Tripura? Tripura. Three. Three. Number three. And Atlantis was the same. So, if you try to combine Indian mythos with Egyptian mythos, then you will say that Enlil was Shiva, Enki, Enki was Vishnu. But anyway, I'm not going there. I'm just going to talk to you about Tripura rotating cities. So this is an article. I can give you this link. Please read it. I think Girish gave me this article. Hi Ranjita. So I'll give you this link also. Please read if you have time, you have patience to read articles like me. I have a lot of patience. It's more than time, it is patience. Okay. So Atlantis looked like this. We all know that, right? Central one, and then we had another one and another one. The only difference with Tripura story is that Tripura one was in heaven, one was in earth, one was in underworld. That's the only difference. Tripura's construction is extremely similar to that of Atlantis. So yes, this is again my wild speculation because we have something called as atala, vitala, sutala, tala, tala, rasatala, mahatala, atala in Hinduism. Now what is this atala? In Hindu cosmology, Atala is one of the seven nether worlds or patalas. Now, there is also one theory that anything west to India was considered as the lower lokas. For example, you have the Aztec mountains, or rather Andes mountains, mountain range, thousand mountains, right? So everything in South America, Central America, and so many mountains in South America, the Andes, right? This entire part that is actually related to Patala. So yes, it has been told by many researchers that because the sun moves from east to west, or rather west to east, but it rises in Japan and India and all. So that is why when it is day for us, it is night for you. That is why Mexico, New Mexico, Central America, Panamas, and especially South America are considered as Patala. So, what are the seven nether worlds? These are Atala, Vitala. So, I can show you that seven nether worlds. The seven nether worlds are Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala. So, Mahatala is not mentioned here. You can see it in description in Wisdom Library. Yes, I'll share this link also. Doesn't Atala sound like Atlantis? Atalantis, right? The seven nether worlds are Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Talatala, and Patala. So that is the prevalent theory, is that all these talas are actually below earth. But there is also a theory which says that South America, Central America are Patala, Africa is Atala. There's nothing below. What is there? Underworlds, right? Agartha and all are much more developed than Earth. And how can they be underworld? So that's it. And Atlantis, it sounds more like Atala. Now, why I'm saying Atala is the same as Tripura, the fabled city, right? So I'm coming there. Atlantis, Atala. The Lord Shiva is described as Tripurantaka, one who destroyed Atlantis. And how was Atlantis destroyed? According to Plato's account, Atlantis, a powerful island civilization, was destroyed in a single day and night of earthquakes and floods. In a single day, it cannot be destroyed. It can be destroyed only when it is destroyed by a superior force, extraordinary force called Shiva. When he does the tandav, when he does the dance, he can do anything. Right? That is why Obama's news came yesterday. He's called Nataraj for a reason. So Lord Shiva is described as Tripurantaka and Lord Shiva's another name is Enlil. Vishnu, knowing that he made him angry, Tripura should be destroyed because Asuras who were ruling Tripura or the three walled city or the three city, the rulers Asuras become extremely evil. The kings had become evil and they had destroyed Shivalinga. Shiva flew into a great rage and agreed to destroy Tripura. The whole of Tripura could be airborne by Vedic gyroscopic mercury vortex technology, which could direct imploding and exploding vortices to propel or to stand still while in air. The whole of Tripura, Vishnu gave a single arrow, the Pashupatastra, a scalar interferometry cruise missile, with which he could trigger only by resonance from the pineal gland of Shiva, third eye of Shiva. Shiva sent his cruise missile which ripped through all three airborne forts, one after another in a devious search and destroy track. And it is mentioned in Shiv Purana. Considering the fact that Vaivasvata Manu migrated from Dravida territory to Saraswati Valley while Shiva Ganesha Muruga left through Arabian Sea through the West Middle East and settled southern West. The Rig Veda was composed in the Arctic and this has been mentioned in Bal Gangadhar Tilak's book Arctic Home of Vedas. While Ravana from southern part of Bharatvarsha is called a Rakshas, the people of Atlantis were called Atala or Atlantis were called Asuras, meaning Nephilim. So in the book of Enoch also this is mentioned. The book of Enoch, a non-canonical Jewish text, details the Nephilim as the offspring of watcher angels who had relationship with human woman, resulting in a race of giants. And this race of giants only built Tripura or Atala or Atlantis. And Shiva's Trishul mark the Nazca lines. The Nazca lines, I think it is in South America, they resemble Shiva's Trishula. So Shiva's weapon is called as Trishula and the same thing is found in South America, Nazca lines. Why? So that means handlebar of the Andes near Peru. How and why? So now I think we are getting closer. The description of Tripura confirmed suspicion that Atlantis is Tripura mentioned in the Puranas and destroyed by Lord Shiva. Because of this myth, even the Bible text Egyptian Book of the Dead is only second to Polar Revelation contained the text of Avesta, Rig and Popol Vuh. There is a direct textual overlap between the myth of Tripura and Dredanim of Atlantis. First of all, of course, we are talking about uniformity describe the appearance of Tripura and Atlantis. Even Matsya Purana and Mahabharata reported three round town merged into one, and first one was made of gold, the second silver, and third iron. In turn, Plato in the dialogue Critalis said a central island surrounded by the alternate water and earth rings, all larger diameter, conducted as if compass of middle of the island at equal distance from other. Central island and two earthen rings. This is a description of triple like Tripura. And the walls of each cities were covered with metal. Now, why Shiva had to destroy such a beautiful civilization, beautiful three cities? Because the rulers had become extremely evil. So he had no choice, I guess. Maybe he could have left the cities alone and killed only the asuras. Anyway, who am I to judge the actions of gods? It is worth noting that Indian Aryans used to refer to the sacred central of the world as a term nabhi or navel or hub or wheel, the central point, the space, whole recess. So this article gives the great details about the entire Tripura. And of course you have Tripura. In Hindu mythology, Tripura was three cities constructed by the great Asura architect Mayasura. Maya civilization rings a bell. They were great cities of prosperity, power, and dominance all over the world. But due to their impious nature, Maya cities were destroyed by god Tripurantoka or Tripurari, an aspect of Shiva. So it is not mythology anymore. I hope you are understanding. It is not a mythology. Three cities or three fortresses. The lowest with walls of iron located in the underworld. The second with walls of silver located on the earth. The third with walls of gold located in heaven. And when Nakshatra Pushya is a M22. M22 Cancer sign. So what is Pushya? It is M22. Zodiac. M22 or a globular star cluster. Got it? How do I know? Because I study astrology. That's why. So Nakshatra Pushya would be conjunction with the moon. So this is definitely not moon. It must be few more planets. And that is when a single arrow has to be shot through the third eye of Shiva to destroy such a city. So how did he destroy everything? The bowstring was Vishnu, the arrow was Agni, Agni was the arrowhead, Vishnu the arrow, Vasuki was the bowstring, Vishnu the arrow, Agni the arrowhead, Vayu the feather fletchings. Mount Meru formed a bow. So it was a cosmic event. Anyways, I'm going to give this link also. Please go through it. So Atlantis is Atala. Atala is Tripura. Got it? Atlantis, Atala, and Tripura. How Atlantis sank. Why? I hope you are getting it. So I'll make the same video in Hindi now. Thank you.